My name is Amaya. I'm really, really nervous, but it's going to go fantastic. Okay. Do you know the saying, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me? Practically everyone has proven it wrong because words can hurt really bad. But, whoa. But sometimes the two words that we seem to yearn for so much are just not strong enough. Sometimes someone you truly trust hurt you so badly that you wish they had just chosen a stone. Those words seem to lose meaning, and then you learn that Band-Aids can't heal your heart, only God can. Growing up as a military kid, I was in the front row seat to the madness of mental illness and to the causes that came from the pain. My dad was in the Army for 21 years, and he never had a break from the nightmares. The war in his mind caused anger, violence, and pain in my life. I am blessed to have my sisters and mom with me, but I was still struggling so badly. Throughout my childhood, my dad struggled with his pain and caused ours in its aftermath. By 8th grade, I was done. I was so exhausted of just waking up, and my life didn't seem worth living. Then, drum please, it got worse. Something happened in my family that seemed like the perfect cherry on top to the hot mess Sunday that was my life. What was the point? Like Jesus had gotten me in a great position. At the time, I was terrified of my dad. Honestly, I hated him for what he had did to my family. But God. 2 years ago, my dad started leading a small group, and I ended up finding Christ, starting our healing journeys. My dad is doing amazing and hasn't had an outburst in forever, and as I shared a little while ago, I have completely forgiven him. By forgiven, I don't mean I'm healed, because that's going to take a lot longer. But God has opened my eyes to so many new opportunities, and I am so blessed. After I was saved and gave my life to Christ, I noticed that those eye-opening moments and miracles had seemed to slow to a stop. Once I had built a firm foundation in Christ, he no longer had to hold on to me for dear life, because he knew if I crumbled again, my foundation would still be in him. Sometimes we think miracles are supposed to be huge, like the ground rumbling, sky opening, angels singing, and trumpet blaring kind of stuff. But in the end, waking up is a miracle. Being able to heal is a miracle, and turning that healing process into a ministry opportunity is a miracle. Because God knows that he doesn't have to hold on to the bike anymore, because we can ride without training wheels. He knows we are rooted in his word, so now we can grow on our own. Healing with God is kind of a weird process. You go from rock bottom to Jesus everywhere, all the time, all at once, to what seems like nothing. But like that one song says, he is always working, even when we don't feel it or see it. Like Pastor Ryan has said in the past, sometimes he answers our prayers in ways we don't even think of. I mean, he is all-knowing or something. I chose 1 Peter 2:24. He himself bore our sins in his body on the cross so that we might die to sins and live for righteousness. By his wounds you have been healed. Because in him and through him I am being healed, and so is my dad. When you're at your lowest point and think that God has given up on you, I promise that he's just waiting for the perfect moment to change your life, because a masterpiece takes time.